friends, I hope you're doing really well and welcome back to another video. I actually filmed this entire intro before I realised that I hadn't even pressed record, so we're doing take 2. But I have my little support plushie here with me today, and if the setup looks a little bit different to you guys, it's because I've actually been swapping everything around. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, I've been sharing some behind the scenes of me swapping the rooms around, but Ian and I decided that we would swap my office space with the bedroom. So now this is the old studio that you will have seen in the background of most of my videos, whereas the room next door is now my new office space, and I've been really enjoying putting it together. I definitely want to keep things a lot more minimal this time. I feel like it's just good for my mental health to have a very clean, fresh slate. So yeah, this room probably also feels quite plain to you guys, but I've been really loving it. Anyways, I feel like for the past couple of videos up on my channel, there have been a lot of vlogs which I really enjoy filming, but I kind of missed sitting down and talking to you guys face to face. So I decided quite last minute to add a sit down intro for you guys. But I can't believe we're already approaching the end of May. It's been such a wild, hectic, busy month for me, and I knew this going into it because I had a very big deadline. I basically had to hand in all of my 32-page interior sketches, so that was a big deadline for me. I did manage to meet it on time, but even though I've been doing this for about 4 years now, I just never seem to get used to the deadlines, and I always do things quite last minute. So it meant that I pretty much spent an entire week doing nothing but sketch, stuck indoors in the house. So contrastingly, you're going to be seeing in this vlog a lot of me going outside during the weekends to new cafes, meeting new friends, and taking myself outside to drink lots of matcha. So that's kind of what you can expect from this video. So I hope you guys enjoy watching it. Do make yourselves comfortable and cozy, and let's get into the video. As soon as I came back from Porto, one of the things I was most looking forward to was meeting Seema, who some of you guys might know from Instagram. She's a fellow book girly and I love her content so much, but we connected through Instagram and we planned the cutest day out in London, which I was really excited about. So of course I had to film and take you guys along with me. As an introvert, it can be quite scary for me to meet online friends in person, but Seema was the sweetest and we had such a lovely time together. We've actually since met again afterwards, but one of the first things we planned on this date was to eat some onigiri together at a Japanese cafe called Ikoi, which is a cafe that I'd been planning on visiting for quite some time anyway, so it seemed like the perfect time to go together. We did have to wait a while because of how busy it was, but it was definitely worth the wait. I loved the food and we ordered miso soup, and then of course we had to grab some matcha, so we walked to Machado, and this is a branch in Bloomsbury, I believe. This was only my second time going to Machado, but both times the matcha was incredible. And as book lovers, it wouldn't be complete without stopping over at a bookshop, so we stopped by Foyles, and honestly, walking into this Foyles makes me happy every single time.
This book, no, it's not this, but I have this book as a proof, but I love the finished copy.
So pretty.
It's a family, but
I'm sure you guys can relate to this, but I get so excited when I'm able to connect with someone over books. There were so many wonderful and interesting ones to choose from, so it definitely took me a little while to finally pick one, but I did end up settling on Taiwan Travelogue, which, as it so happens, recently won the International Booker Prize.
I don't want to look. Okay. Oh, they look so cute.
But last but not least, we ended the day by looking around for some trinkets. And not only did I get my first Smisky charm, which I love by the way, but I also got my first Miffy blind box. Seema actually has the cutest Miffy plushie from this blind box, and I was really hoping to either get the same one or the one with the brown polka dot dress, but I ended up pulling the pink one instead, which was still really cute, although the pink is a bit neon pink for me. So currently she's sitting on my desk without the dress on. As I mentioned in the intro earlier, May has been a really busy month for me, and because I work from home as an illustrator, I'm pretty much my own company, and the week leading up to my deadline I was definitely a hermit and I felt quite trapped indoors. So despite how tired I was, I found myself wanting to constantly go out during the weekends, even if it was just to explore a new cafe. And on one such day, after having a catch up with a friend, I decided to stay out a little bit longer, and I visited a cafe that I'd never been to before, but one that I was really interested in trying out. May also happens to be a very busy birthday month for me, and I had my dad's birthday, my mother-in-law's birthday, as well as one of my best friend's birthday all within the span of a week. So there was definitely a lot of celebrating, a lot of birthday cakes, and a lot of yummy food devoured. I don't know if you guys can tell from my videos, but I am quite the introvert, and something I find quite interesting is that over the years I've become increasingly introverted the older I've become. In fact, when I was younger I was definitely very shy, but by the time I was a teenager I did really love spending time with people and with friends. So it's quite interesting to me that yeah, I've definitely become more introverted in my 20s. So it was kind of maybe out of character almost for me to go to this home cafe event, but it was an event hosted by Unla, a new decaf matcha brand that recently launched. But I say that it was kind of out of character for me because I didn't know a single person who was going to be there. So it's safe to say that I was quite nervous and apprehensive about turning up, but I was very much enticed by the thought of there being lots of other matcha lovers, and the event was specifically for Asian creatives in London. So yeah, it ended up being a really cool experience meeting other creatives in lots of different fields. The theme for the home cafe was flowers, so you were either encouraged to bake something floral or bring some flowers. I was initially going to bake what we call in Korean French pie, or like French pie, shaped as mini flowers, which I did end up baking the day after the event. But on the day of the home cafe, unfortunately, I ended up running a little late in the morning, so I didn't get to prep everything in time, which meant that I ended up picking up some flowers instead. I've also added quite a few new books, as you can tell, to my stack of books to read. So I thought it'd be nice to film a book haul for you guys and talk to to you all about the books that I've received and I've bought. So first up is The Between Worlds B&B by Amy Mae Baxter. I was kindly sent this from the PR team over at Harper Fire, and I was really excited to hear that this book was coming out. I love the idea of there being a magical B&B. It feels very Studio Ghibli-esque to me, but it's supposed to follow a girl called Margot who doesn't really know what to do with her life, and she one day stumbles upon a B&B and finds herself stuck in this magical bed and breakfast. I did start reading this, although I haven't gotten very far into it, and the publisher accidentally sent me another copy of the exact same proof. So I have another copy, and I thought it would be nice to gift it to one of you guys if you guys want to read it as well. So if you'd like to receive a copy of this book, leave me a comment recommending either a spring summer book or movie or anime to watch, and I will reach out to you with this particular email address. It will be nothing else, it would only be this, but then we can be twinning with the same book. I also received this one, which has a very similar, very fun cover, but it's called The Cherry Blossom Boathouse by Laura Bloom. It says that this is a Solace Springs romance, and I believe this is a part of a series, or is going to be a part of a series, but it follows a girl called Sophie who has recently been fired from her job, and in a spur of a moment kind of thing, she decides to launch a campaign to start a book club. Sorry, not book club, a bookshop. She decides to open this bookshop by the lake in an old boathouse, except not everybody is happy about it because the bookshop goes viral, and it's supposed to be a very small, sleepy town. So one of the neighbours, Luke, I believe, he is determined to challenge Sophie's every move, and he's not happy about the fact that his beloved, sleepy, quiet town has gotten this surge of interest. I think I'll be picking this one up when I'm in the mood for a very lovely romance. Next up is a book that I bought with Seema, and it's Taiwan Travelogue by Yang Shuangzi. I bought this back when it was still longlisted for the International Booker Prize, so that's the award sticker there. I love how beautifully made this publisher's books are, and this will be my first one that I've ever read from them. But the reason I picked it up is because one of my best friends, Asma, actually recommended it to me, and she said that it has the most delicious descriptions of food. It's gonna make me hungry, and I believe it's also going to touch a lot on the colonization of Taiwan, so I'm very intrigued to pick this one up. And next up is another proof that I was sent by the publisher, and I was so excited to pick this one up. I received an email saying that I would be receiving this copy of Theodora's Tea Shop by none other than Christy and Jones over here on YouTube. When I received the email, I was just so over the moon. I'm sure you guys all know and love Christy over here. She is just such a huge inspiration, and her channel is like a very much comfort cozy space for me. But in case you don't know, Christy is an author, and this is her debut novel. At least it's her debut novel that's been published with a publisher. It's called Theodora's Tea Shop, and I've been following Christy's journey since this book was initially Project Teacup, so it's really exciting to be holding it in my hands. I've reached just shy of 50% of the book now, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm hoping to film a sort of what time in the middle of reading kind of video for you guys, so I'll talk more about my thoughts there. And last but not least, I received a proof of Boring Asian Female by Kang Wen Shu. I actually received the proof, and then the publisher really kindly sent me the finished copy of it as well, so now I'm kind of torn apart between which one I should read. But this book has been kind of pitched as being perfect for fans of R.F. Kuang's Yellowface, and I absolutely love that one, so I was really excited to receive this one in the mail. The main character, Elizabeth, is kind of supposed to be a bit unhinged, so I think it's going to be a crazy, wild, fun book to read. Elizabeth basically has lived her whole life hoping to get into Harvard Law School, so when she's rejected, her entire entire world falls apart, and on top of all of that, she finds out that her classmate Laura actually got in. And I think that Elizabeth ends up seeing Laura as her competition, and this book is supposed to be a satirical, subversive deep dive into how far a person will go to achieve their greatest desires. So I'm very much intrigued to read that as well, and I kind of want to read it when it's super hot, which is kind of right now. We are currently going through a heat wave in the UK, so it's definitely high up on my priority list. But that's pretty much everything for this vlog, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Thank you so much, by the way, for all the love that you showed on my solo date vlog. I'm so happy that a lot of you guys really enjoyed watching that one just as much as I loved filming it. So yeah, it makes me really happy that you guys are also able to connect with that video. But on the week of recording this voiceover, my days have been a lot more quiet, and I've been spending a lot of time recharging at home, as opposed to how active, I guess you could say, I was in the weeks I filmed this particular vlog. But I love that I got to make a new friend and eat so much good food, as well as drink lots of matcha. So yeah, me so far has been a really wonderful collection of memories. So thank you so much, friends, for being here with me, and I'll see you all very soon with another cozy video. Bye, friends.